Hello, it's Carla here. I'm here today to talk to you about your Makarlu product and how to use it. What you'll find is that when you get your product, you'll get them like this, either as a pair or singly. What you'll find is that there are different components that can be used individually or together. Your starting point is the timber dome. Now you can use this dome, you just click it off like that, and you can use the dome like this to support your hands or wrists, but we also use it for a number of our other exercises, and we will show you how to use that. You flip that over and you can then use this dome like a rocker, but also as a slider for your feet and your hands for certain exercises. You can also do this exercises on the domes, on the rocker, and you can work like that, or with your hands like this or your feet on here, and it can work in multiple planes like individual rocker boards for each hand and foot. The next part is we just click this off. Remember, it's magnetic, so this means that you will be able to use this on a fridge or a filing cabinet when you want to do things upright. The next is that you have a look in here. You will see that there are little hooks or bigger spaces, and that's where you put your fingers in to take the domes out. And you'll see that there is one bigger dome, a middle dome, and a smaller dome. Each of these domes can be used individually or in conjunction with each other. If you want to make this heavier when you stand on it or use it for certain pressure exercises, you can just add the middle dome in. You can make it even heavier by adding the little dome. Every exercise could be graded this way depending on your need. Thank you and enjoy. Today we're going to do some work about your upper body, getting your shoulders into your nice t-shirts for summer, but also just to help avoid some of the shoulder problems that we can get from time to time. So we've started with the Makarlu and we're going to put them in mushroom position, so like that. And Mary's going to just put her hands on the domes. You're going to go into 4-point kneeling, there and there. Now, why I like this, and you can do this even without the mushroom position. So Mary, can I quickly show this? You can just put your hand like that, even if you're doing normal 4-point kneeling, just to take, and even bring your hand further forward there, Mary, just to take the pressure off the wrist. Okay, sometimes I find that you get really sore wrists from kneeling, and we can take the pressure off. We don't want to give you an excuse not to do an exercise. So, Mary, what you're going to do is roll the heels of the hands back and forward. Nice. Forward and back each time. There. And what you want to see is there's going to be a little rocking back and forward in the shoulder blades. That's okay. What we want to start to do is see the shoulders moving. So Mary, now you're going to roll around. Good. And you want to see the rib cage sliding around. Okay, the scapula on the rib cage, I should say. Back and forward, back and forward. Is that feeling nice?
Yes.
Okay, so give me one Makarlu, please. Whichever one I'm supposed to not have. Okay, and take that one down, and then I'm going to put this underneath your foot. Okay, so you're going to put the toes on there, and yes, keep it like that first. So the first one is we've just got the dome here of the hands, and we're going to now just focus on Mary pressing the leg back, slide the leg back and forward. Now what we don't want to see is Brazilian hips, you know that, woohoo! We're not here for Mardi Gras. So I'm going to put one Makarlu on your back. How's that feel? Just to keep her there. Now what I would get her to do, and probably you as well, is between 10 and 20, just doing the leg slide, just to get you understanding how to activate through the hamstring. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
And if you need to, you can also press this into a wall just to really help you get that awareness. But the slider is going to do a fair bit of work for you. So Mary, it's got this, her opposite hand on here, supported by this. We're going to flip this over into slider position. So now you're going to slide this arm forward. Nice. Back and forward. So now she's just going to do the opposite arm and leg. Ooh, that's wild. Can we go a little bit slower? So we would have done 10 with the arm, 10 with the leg, and now we're going to do arm and leg. And when you get really grown up doing this exercise, both the arm and the leg comes off the Makarlu. But this is just a really nice way to prepare you and get the idea of how to slide. Ideally, you should be feeling your oblique muscles, so you know that beauty slash sort of type of muscle, working. Can you feel that?
Yes.
Oh, good. Would have been very disappointing if the model didn't know what she was doing. And so there we are. So good. Now, ideally, you're going to do both sides. So Mary, now we're going to come back. Once you've done that, you would then progress to the bird dog, the full bird dog. Mary now is very excited to know she's going to do planks. So Mary, what I want you to do is take that sensation of the sliding of the leg that we've just done. Slide that back, slide the other leg back as well. Keep that leg there and slide the other leg back as well. Lovely, how's that?
Good.
She has to say that. But you won't be doing this exercise if you're not strong enough. So now, Mary, you're just going to roll your hands forward and back. Good. Now, what I would do is get Mary to stay there and bend the knees just a little and bring the knees down just a little bit. Good. Just hovering there, feeling the joy. Ooh, shake. And then she's going to straighten the legs back out. Now, I'm not expecting you to progress to this straight away, but this is where you would like to build to. Now, Mary, if you'd like to, you can do a push-up as well. Just one. Remember, Pilates teachers only have to do one repetition. And bend the knees, come back in, and slowly stop. How's that?
Oh, strong.
Treat-like? Okay, so why don't we give you a little bit of a break? Okay, so you probably, if you have worked up to this exercise and added this plank chunk in, then you probably should be trying to do 1, progressing it up to 10 to 15. Don't try and do 15 straight off, you're just going to hurt yourself. And that's great for the physiotherapists at the business, but probably not ideal for you. So let's now come back onto 4-point kneeling and put your hands on the sliders. Okay, so what I'm going to get you to do is we're going to start with an exercise called clawing, that's C-L-A-W-I-N-G, cat. A lot of people think I'm saying chlorine cat. So clawing cat. So you're going to slide the rib cage to this side and you're going to roll forward. Yes, nice. It's, you know, it's called that because you know how cats claw their hands through your best rug and drag that back. Good. So let's do that again. Slide the rib. Don't just drop the rib cage. Slide it across. Yeah, nice. And then back. So we'll just do 2 on this side and 2 on this side. Ideally, you're looking at about 10 to 15 on each side. Feels really nice, so you probably won't feel too resentful. Okay, good. This time, as you drag the arm back, you can take your arm through, smiling. Nice. So adding in the thread, the needle. Do the other side. Take the arm forward. Slide the rib across, then bring the rib and the hand through. That's it. Gaze upon my beauty. That's it. And back. Lovely. Now, this time what Mary's going to do is bend the elbows just a little and she's going to start to roll the outer elbow out and the end there, and she's going to roll this arm up and through. Can you see how now you're getting a lot more stretch through the lat? Is that feeling okay?
Yes.
Do you want to?
Feels really good.
Would you like to go back to the planks?
Oh, thank you.
She said no. Really? But remember, you have to work to earn your treats. Okay? So What we will do is probably 10 to 15 like that, and then Mary can come back, put your bottom down onto your heels into a nice cat rest position. Okay, now what we're going to do is a couple of little combinations here. So the first one, Mary's going to roll her back and she's going to roll back up. These will slide back and help Mary just keep it smooth. And straighten the back up. Lovely. Now you're going to lift your heart to an optimistic future. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Lift your chest up to the sun, put your hands there. Keep your chest up and roll forward. Good. Come on. Now curl back. So we're just doing a little arch and curl here, and up and back. And back. Good. Then she's going to reverse. She's going to dive, and then she's going to arch to come back up. Nice. You just said you had a sore back. It's moving quite nicely now, isn't it? And there, and lift your heart. That's it. Good. And back. Final one, you're going to now lift this arm and bring this arm back. And you're going to take this arm across and circle. Take that arm forward, this arm back. Take the rib across, circle and back. Good. This arm forward. Ribs across, yes. And back. And forward. Nice. And done. Thank you and enjoy.